You're listening to the Dash Action Podcast, Campaign 1, The Tales of Betshal. Dash Action is a real play tabletop adventure comedy podcast. It is not suitable for tiny children and their feeble, inferior brains.
Welcome back to Betshal, everybody. I'm your DM, Dyro's manager, Lewis Power, and these are our players.
Hi, my name's Gordon Grundy. I play Tarun, the rogue thief. Tarun is still a little bit shell-shocked from the discovery that magic is real and is being used for no good in the ward.
Hi, I'm Ben Simpson. I play Mosgro Lyle, a halfling bard, who is wondering how much his grandparents didn't tell him about the big wide world.
Perfecto. Well, last episode started with a bang. You guys fought and defeated a malfunctioning automaton that Japheth had created. Mosgro cast Identify on the remains of the machine and discovered it had been twisted by dark magic. You then met Marge, the sister of Glenda, the barmaid, who had come to the city to stay with Glenda as her family's farm in Stillwater Creek had stopped producing. You all had some drinks and food and watched Dyro perform. Eventually, your night was interrupted by a scream from the back courtyard. You rushed outside and found Glenda crying and shaken. Marge had gone missing. Tarun jumped up on the wall and with a great roll was able to see a figure jumping into a magic portal with what looked like Marge on its shoulder. You guys rushed ahead and came to an empty alley where you found a piece of a necklace. Dyro caught up with you, and seeing you freaking out, he said, "Slowly, tell me everything you saw." And the sound of thunder rumbles through the thick night air. All of a sudden, heavy rain starts pouring down before lightning crashes in the sky above. "Let's get out of the rain. Come, back to the neck."
Tarun is still in the middle of his little panic attack, but apart from that, he's going to follow Dyro back to the tavern.
You guys get soaked in this heavy rain that pours down out of nowhere. You head back to the broken neck. Dyro goes, come in, sits you down. What did you see?
I saw a figure. He was running along. It looked like Marge over his shoulder, and then he opened a giant swirling purple portal thing and then just ran through it.
A portal? And this was where I found you?
Yeah, you showed up like literally seconds later.
Powerful magic. In the wrong hands. This is definitely not good. There is more to the ward than meets the eye. All is not as cut and dry as some would have you believe.
Dyro, where is Marge? How do we find her?
We need to find her as quick as we can. I have some friends that might be able to help. Dyro slams his fist on the table. In my own damn house! The more time that passes, the worse the outcome. But where to look? The door busts open. It's Chiron with some little hooded figure. Dyro! Chiron approaches the three of you with this hooded figure. Tell him what you told me. The figure takes its hood off. You see these two long ears as this creature, unlike anything you've ever seen before, a rabbit folk.
Really? It's not what I was imagining.
Yeah, I was imagining like Dobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's an elf. No, it's... What? Yeah, Dobby.
Yeah, it's not an elf. It is indeed a bunny rabbit.
Oh no.
This rabbit folk figure in all dark clothing with a big hooded cloak takes his hood off, his nose twitches. He shakes off some of the rain. He goes, I was just telling Chiron I'd been sent out to find out about the disappearings, and he just found me in the alleyway as I was heading back to the base. Funny thing is, I couldn't find any information about the people that these women have been seen with, and that is totally fucking unusual. I couldn't find names, addresses, nothing, and this is what I do. I find information. Dara goes, slow down. He goes, what are you telling me? He goes, the women that have gone missing were all seen with different people right before they disappeared. But I can't find anything about them. The only thing I could find is one of the girls. She works down at Madame Beaufort's seedy little establishment. She was approached by some...
So how many people? How many people have gone missing? I hadn't even heard about this.
They're all people you wouldn't hear about. A lot of call girls, but then some of them are just maids, and they're people that no one cares about.
Yes, but we know Marge. We know her. Like, she's been taken? What? I don't understand.
What information do you have to help us, Hycax? The only girl that had any information was a call girl who turned away some creepy fucker down at the docks. She said it was the same guy who was seen with the girl who showed up under the docks.
Did she get a description of him?
She did have a description. It was like this, and he holds up this sketch, and it's this wide-set figure with brown curly hair, long nose, and thin lips, and pale complexion. I drew this from what she described, and she said she turned him away because he was creepy as fuck. She said he was seen with the girl who went missing right before she disappeared. I cannot stress how unusual it is for me not to be able to find information on these people. It's like they never existed.
I mean, if you can't find anything, how are we going to be able to help?
Dyro, Kyron, I think we need to go back to base and get some help. This is beyond us. I don't know how, but someone's pulling the wool over our eyes. But we need something. We're clutching at straws here. We don't have anything to help find him or...
We have Marge's, like, her earring and part of her necklace. Are we able to track them somehow, or is it even possible?
What necklace?
Tarun pulls out a piece of, I think it was a pearl necklace that we found, and he puts it on the table.
This was found there where you saw them?
This was exactly where the portal disappeared.
Okay. This could help. There's no time. Come, follow me. We have to go. We have some friends that could help. This could be useful. You all start walking towards the door, and Dyro stops, and he turns around and looks at you both and goes, "Do you really want to help?"
Of course.
Even if it means getting into some things that you may be uncomfortable with. Even if it means dealing with magic.
All of the blood drains from Tarun's face.
Oh, shit.
He's just gonna nod, and in his mind, he doesn't realize... He thinks it's gonna be like a little bit of magic. He doesn't know how much magic we're getting into.
Dyro looks at you, Musgrove. There is more to what you're capable of. We could help you foster it. We could use some more people like yourselves.
Look, all I know is that we need to find Marge, we need to find her for Glenda, we need to get her back here, so however I can help.
Yeah, this is my town. I can't have people getting kidnapped and disappearing.
Yes. If you're willing to commit, we can use this necklace. It might be able to find her. Come with us. And you all head down, following Dyro, who takes twists and turns down back alleys towards the docks, starting to wind down streets that you've never seen, and you arrive at a closed storefront, and it says, Tomlin's Knickety Knacks and Curios. He bangs on the door. Tomlin, wake up, you old fool! This is a rush! You hear someone inside clamoring with keys, unlocks the door and opens it a little bit to peer out. Kyron just presses the door open. He goes, oh! And you see this old man with mutton chops and a balding head, skinny guy wearing glasses.
Tarun is just shivering in the rain, unsure whether or not he's cold or scared.
Moskro is tense, almost like on the verge of unintentionally casting like a thunder wave spell. He's just like balled fists and intensities he's never experienced before in himself.
Is he angry or just
it's a more stressful situation than he's ever encountered.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Dyro, Kyron, and Hycax rush into this storefront, and Dyro turns around and looks at you guys and goes, come in.
I walk straight
Tarun's
in.
gonna look down. Yeah, Tarun's gonna look at Moskro and go to motion him to go first, and then Moskro just walks straight in, and Tarun's like, oh, now I have to, and follows along behind.
And as you're walking in, you can hear Dyro's already speaking to Tomlin. He goes, Tomlin, these are friends of ours. We want them to meet everyone else. We're in a rush. Someone important has gone missing. We need to find her. Well, Well, if you're sure, God's help them. If you're wrong, if I'm wrong, there'll be more to pay than just this. Okay, well, step back. Hobbles over to this bookshelf at the back wall, waves his hand over it, and it disappears. And it's just a blank brick wall there. And as he puts his two hands on it, this rune lights up, the bricks all collapse in on themselves, and it opens up a circular doorway.
Tarun rolled a 3. He just threw up.
Oh, shit.
Just straight on the floor. Cannot handle this. He has seen too much magic today.
Oh, jeez, man. Are you okay?
Oh, I need a minute. I just need a minute. Just hobbles over to the corner and keeps throwing up.
And Tomlin's like, so I'm gonna have to clean that. He goes, and shakes his head and looks back towards the wall, finishes its spell opening it up, and there's just a foggy, opaque sheet of air in front of the door. Steel your nerve. You're going to see a lot more than this if you want to help. The three of them just go through. Tomlin sort of is looking at you guys, puts his hand out to gesture for you guys to go through.
Oh.
I go over to Tarun. Because I can't reach his shoulders, I just comfortingly rub his kneecap. And just be like, it's gonna be alright, Tarun.
This stuff doesn't freak you out? They're using magic as well. We're implicated in all of this magic.
I don't know. I think if it can help us get Marge back to Glenda, that's all I can think of right now.
You're right. No, okay, we can do it to get Marge back, and maybe we can find the other people who have gone missing as well. Oh, Celeste, this is a bad idea.
Oh my god. I was so focused on Marge, I didn't even think about the rest of them. Of course.
That's the only reason I'm doing this, because we could potentially help a lot of people. But as soon as this is over, I don't want anything to do with any of this crap again.
Well, let's get in there and keep going.
Alright, okay, let's go.
You walk through this opaque sheet of air. You pass through it like it's not there, and you see a long set of stairs descending down into the tunnels below. You go down the stairs, lanterns light up and dim as you pass them. You walk down into an antechamber. There's a closed door. You can hear through the door.
You know my God is always good. These guys, they have good souls. They can help us.
And you hear another voice.
Do you understand how risky it is to bring them here? Everything that we're doing to protect and bring balance to this place, and you just put it all at risk. We're short-staffed. We need more people. We can't do it with just us.
You guys hear.
There's no point standing out there. You should come in.
Muskro and I look at each other.
Yeah. I feel like I want to roll something for this.
What do you want to roll?
I don't know. I guess perception doesn't matter because we're going in.
We're going in. Alright. We're standing at the door, right? We're going to push the door open and go in.
Push this heavy wooden door open, and you see a large circular chamber with a table over in one section covered in books and notes and studies and maps. It's a shamble chamber where a lot of people have been spending a lot of their time.
Right.
You see Dyro talking to a figure that is just about as tall as him, and then you notice that it's sitting cross-legged. It's a bald figure with tattoos all over it and a heavy set frame, and it's sitting cross-legged amongst some pillows. It looks towards you. It's got one golden eye. Please, come in.
At this point, I'm gonna look to Moskro to see what he's doing. I'm gonna take all of my cues from Moskro.
Moskro, still with bald fists of intensity, slowly moves forward to greet this Goliath.
Dyro here tells me that you want to help follow the cause that we've been on the path of trying to set things right here in the ward.
We're here to rescue some kidnapped people. That's what we're in it for.
That's what we're all in it for. Lord knows, the people up above, the Wren, the government, they ain't stepping foot in the ward to help.
Generally, that's the way I like it, but I don't like people getting hurt in my neighborhood.
It'd be safe to say a lot more people getting hurt than you heard about.
That's just unacceptable. Like, why aren't the Wren doing anything about this?
The Wren live paycheck to paycheck and couldn't care less about the people of the ward, let alone what they consider to be the urchins and streetwalkers. Their screams go unheard from on high in Mount Celeste. Dairo says, we have something, we have something, this, and pulls out the little bit of necklace and the earring. We need to find her quick, because the longer we wait, who knows what could happen. Where is Sunflower? This could be helpful. She's just coming down now. You hear the door open behind you. In walks this beautiful tiefling woman with blonde hair, and she's got green to red fading in patches over her skin, and she's heavily pregnant. She's got flowers all through her hair and a long linen dress, but she's also got this ill-fitting breastplate on and a mace hanging by her side. The head of the mace is in the shape of a sunburst. Chiron goes, Sunflower, good to see you. I came as soon as I got the call. Mama goes, we may need you to locate something for us if you can. Surely. Sort of waddles over. Sunflower, sorry for getting you out of bed. You need to rest in this state, but this is emergency. It's okay, I understand. She takes a seat next to the Goliath, and they hand her the earring and the piece of the necklace. As she's looking down at them, she goes, I see we have some new friends, and looks up at you two. My name's Sunflower, Moonbark. What are your names?
Tarun is doing a very poor job of hiding behind Moscow.
Because I am tiny.
She looks at you, Taryn, and you're just overwhelmed by this moment. I understand this is a lot, and she smiles, and she's got crow's feet. It's okay. As she says, it's okay, it sort of resonates through your body, and if you could just do a charisma saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this sounds like I'm being charmed just a little bit. My charisma saving throw is a +3. Okay. That's a 10 total.
10, okay. You're not being charmed.
Okay.
But the gripping fear, uncertainty, and confusion calms in you to a point where you're able to think clearly and not be totally overwhelmed. She casts calm emotions on you.
Oh, okay.
You still are able to feel all that stuff, but it's
subsided a lot.
Yeah,
I'm able to hide it now.
Yeah, and you're able to think clearly and to take in the moment. Yeah, she says, it's okay, and that resonates through, and a smile helps to calm you down. What are your names?
I'm Tarun. I'm from the ward. I just came down here. I just want to help. Make sure that the people who are taken are safe. I'm a little bit overwhelmed, but I'm here to help.
I can see that. You know, that's such a rare thing. You should be proud, and we're going to help. We're going to find her. I feel it. And what about you, little one?
I'm... Moscow steals himself. I'm Moscow Lyle. I'm here to find Marge and the other people who have been taken.
You have a beautiful soul, little one. I can see. Here, let's see what we can do. She goes, Mama, please, the jewelry. Sure thing. Here. She focuses her energy on it. She places her hand on her forehead and whispers some words, and you see a pulse of energy come from her eyes and a link between her and the jewelry. She starts with the earring.
And Moscow, without changing his gaze, grabs Taryn's pant leg, tugs on it, as if to sort of, without saying anything, say, are you seeing this?
I put my hand on Moscow's shoulder, yeah, man, I'm here.
This tiefling, surrounded by this sparkling fairy dust type aura, and the earring glows and then fades. Not much. Please, the necklace. And she grabs the necklace, repeats the process, looks up and eyes glowing, and then the necklace glows, and she goes, I know where the rest of it is. It's not too far away from here.
She's not that far away. We need to go now.
Well, the necklace isn't. And yes, you should head straight out. Dairo, Chiron, are you... Yes, of course, we go now. Come. Mama says to Sunflower, here, I'll help you. We can make some preparations.
Wait, hang on. We're going now? We don't have any weapons. We can't fight. I've got some daggers. Moscow, I think he's also got a dagger, but if we're gonna go and start rescuing people, have you got anything we can use?
No. We're leaving, but not without a little preparation. Chiron, go and grab the weapons. Mama, Sunflower, you can help? Well, these might be a little help. She hands you guys 10 berries. Each one of these berries restores a little bit of health. If you're in a pinch, you can use them to bring someone back from the precipice if they're not too far gone. And she gives you guys 10 good berries that restore 1 health.
Yep.
Thank you, Mama.
You're welcome. Now, I don't know if y'all are going into a fight, but if you are, you might need a little more. And her golden eye shines brightly as she places a hand on each one of your shoulders. And you feel a surge of invigoration rush through your body as she casts Bear's Endurance on you. So for the next hour, you get advantage on Constitution checks, and you get 2d6 temporary hit points.
Oh shit, okay.
You can each roll 2d6 and then just add that to your hit points.
Yep, I rolled 2 ones.
Oh shit.
I rolled 9.
Oh, well done.
Sunflower makes her way over to you guys as well, and she looks at Mosgrow and sees you're a little bit beat up. You're still down a few hit points, right?
Yeah, I think like 4 hit points down.
She just places a gentle hand on your cheek and you feel the warmth, and any scrapes and bruises you had all disappear as you're brought back to full health.
Ooh, that's nice.
And also a little assurance, and cast Death Ward on both of you. So the first time you drop to 0 hit points, you instead go to 1.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Chiron comes back out with a cloth. These are the best I could find in a short time. This one suits you, little man. And he unwraps the cloth and pulls out a silver crescent moon-shaped blade and hands it to you. This is the moon sickle.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Moonsicle.
Yeah, it's like a popsicle, but a moonsicle.
Yeah, but what does it taste like?
It tastes like colloidal silver. No, it's a silver-bladed sickle glimmers softly with moonlight. While holding this magic weapon, you gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. And you gain a +1 to spell attack rolls. And the saving throw DCs.
Damn.
When you cast a spell that restores hit points, you can roll a d4 and add the number to the amount of hit points restored.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's hectic.
Turns to you, Tarun. This should be a bit of an upgrade. And hands you this dagger with a black handle and veins running down the back of the blade. And this is the Dagger of Venom, so it's a +1 magic weapon. And you can use an action to coat the blade in poison. And when you hit a creature, it must succeed on a Constitution check or take 2d10 poison damage.
Oh shit.
And become poisoned for 1 minute.
That's pretty snazzy.
We would come with you if we could, but some of us are past our prime. We need y'all to come back here, though, so we can tell you a few things. And make sure you don't tell anybody else. Sunflower goes, they're coming back. It's okay. And then she goes, oh, and grabs her stomach. Sunflower, you alright? And she goes, yeah, just a kick. Dyra goes, come now, come. Let's go and find her. Him and Chiron rush up the stairs.
And are we following them?
No, I'm gonna hang out here for a little while. Yeah, definitely following.
Come on, Moscow. Let's get this over with.
Cool, so you guys head up the stairs, out through this magic entrance that closes up behind you. You see Tomlin just wanders back over to his chair in the corner and sits on his rocking chair.
Cleaning up the vomit from earlier.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, he looks he looks at you as you come out and just goes,
I'm sorry about that, man.
disgusting. What were you eating earlier? Is this Brussels sprouts?
No. I had a lot of like bar food earlier tonight.
So much pastry.
Yeah, I forgot about the pie. Yep. I'm really sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Have you been to the ward? It's all pastry and butchers.
It's all pastries.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. Dad goes, come on. Just as you're leaving, you see Tomlin goes, it's like on his hands and knees with a rag, and then he goes, what am I doing? And then as you walk out, you just see a flash, and then it all just disappears. The door closes behind you. Chiron goes, Sunflower said it was this way. Follow me. And leads you through, rushing down towards the docks, closer and closer, running at full speed, all of you.
I am keeping up.
Yeah, you're keeping up. Just trailing behind a little bit, but you're getting there.
Tarun slows down a little bit and then grabs Moscow's hand, and then like a small child keeps like swinging him forward.
Moscow gets motion sickness. No, I'm just kidding. So fast.
That's okay. I'm not wearing nice shoes.
Never been that fast in his life. And just like, oh no!
You just throw up everywhere.
It's a lot of throwing up in this episode. For all different reasons.
You all arrive down at this area. You pull into a corner and he goes, it should be just down here. And you arrive at a dead-end alleyway. There's an outhouse there and a few empty crates. Down at the docks now, you're on the boardwalk. Everything's built on top of this massive boardwalk. You look around. Where is it? She said it would be here. She's not wrong. If you guys just want to give me a perception check.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Ooh, that's a good one. That is a 22.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. I got a 19, though.
I have steeled my mind. I'm like, if we get everyone back tonight, I can go home and forget this whole thing ever happened.
It has to be here. It will be. Calm down. You're all looking around. Taryn, you just notice a glint stuck on a nail hanging in between the boards of the dock. You see the rest of this necklace
Oh no.
has fallen down in between the floorboards. And it's just hanging underneath.
Yeah, okay.
Like, you could definitely get it with your thieves' tools, just scoop it up.
Yeah, I dig it out with the dagger.
And with a 22, you dig it out with the dagger and you pick it up. You just look around where you are in this dead-end alley, and you see the outhouse that's there is all water blown up against the sides in a vertical pattern.
Yep.
You're like, the portal, this is where it came to.
Moscow, and I point over to where the water is. Moscow, this is where they came out. This is where they came. I don't know why they came here, but this is where they portaled to. Why would you portal to the freaking docks? Unless, is there a ship on the horizon or anything? Is there anything out?
Well, the docks, it's also just an area. It's all industrial estates and...
Right.
It's a massive area. But Dyra goes, if I understand correctly, I think that portal can only go so far. He must have used it to escape and get away quickly and come here. We have to track, and everyone can do a survival check if you want. And I'll get these guys to do it as well.
That's an 18. That's not too bad.
Oh, that is good.
Rolling nice tonight.
Oh, 18 as well, baby.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Everyone's doing good. That's great. And Dyra got a 21.
Show off.
And Kyron got a 9. So, yeah, you two got 18, so that's really good. That's high.
So, like, maybe their portals aren't that strong, and they just can't get that far with them. I don't know.
I think you are right. As far as I'm aware, they can only go a certain amount. He's escaped out of immediate danger and come to probably a familiar place. And as these guys are talking, Taryn, you start to see the forest for the trees. You're like, the portal, the water on the walls. Mm-hmm. You start to notice footprints in the dust and grime. And it looks like there was a scuffle here as well.
Right.
There's some drag marks, and then the drag marks disappear. But with such a high perception and then a really high survival, Moscow, you start to notice as well these tracks, and you're all able to find a path, and you start to follow it.
Do they go into one of the buildings, or are they just being sort of dragged off down an alleyway sort of thing?
It heads out the alleyway, the way you came in.
Yep.
It's starting to get light now. It's not super early, because it gets light a bit later. People are still only just starting to come out. You notice this path heads down the alleyway and winds across the docks further south. It leads you to this derelict warehouse district. All of a sudden the tracks and all signs of anything disappear. You're standing in front of these buildings, 3 large warehouses, and it's just sort of at a certain circumference, all of these tracks have just disappeared.
Right, okay.
Dyra goes, which way? That's the old abattoir, that's the old fishery, and that's just storage.
Well, if I was gonna hide somewhere, I mean, I always pick like an old storage warehouse. I don't want to step on a rusty knife or something.
That's good thinking, Taryn.
If I was gonna pick somewhere, I'd be in the warehouse.
Okay, well, I think me and Chiron should search one place each.
So we're gonna all split up?
We can't waste time.
Well, I'm gonna start scaling the side of the building and see if I can get in through one of the windows of the warehouse.
Yeah, absolutely. Dyra goes, Moskro, stay with Tarun.
Okay,
We give it 10 minutes. If we haven't found anything, we'll come to you.
Okay.
okay, Dyro.
You guys, I'll go to the fishery. You go to the abattoir. And Karen goes, yes. And they both run off. And
Dyro, wait.
yeah, yes.
Can you boost me up into that window? I can't reach it. I really.
Of course. And yeah, grabs you, stands you on his shoulders.
Tarun reaches down and just grabs you by like the scruff of the neck and just pulls you the rest of the way up with one arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys get up onto fire escape of this warehouse. Dyro and Kyron both rush off. You look into the window, dirty, grimy windows, and
Yeah, so I'll be, when I pull Moskro up, I'll be like looking for a window that I can open up with my thieves' tools and then head inside.
give us a lockpick check, thieves' tools.
Here we go. Yeah, 21 will do it.
Yeah, 21's very high, so you're able to unlock this window with ease, and you guys head in. Both make a perception check for me.
Ooh, that is a 16.
14.
14, 16, cool. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. You see in this warehouse, it just looks like a dusty, old, disused, a bunch of empty crates. Some unopened crates are covered in dust, and there's like an old abandoned office with all broken windows in it. You don't see anything in here of interest.
Moskro, can you see if anyone has been through here?
I'm not sure if I can do that.
You could do a survival check.
Yeah, okay. I'll roll for survival. Nope. That's a big old 3.
Yeah, nice. Alright, well, just stick close. I don't know if anyone's been in here, but they might also be hiding. Yeah, we'll climb down. I'm gonna start looking for a doorway. There's usually like a basement in these buildings somewhere. Maybe even a wine cellar. So I'm gonna start looking for a way downstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Taryn's lead.
Yeah.
This is not my area of expertise.
Yeah, it's alright. I've hung out in buildings like this before. They're usually pretty good until they get raided. So there's usually like a cellar around here somewhere.
As you guys are investigating through the warehouse, looking for the basement, you walk down. It's all just dusty, abandoned. You walk through this doorway. Looks like there is some stairs leading down. As you walk through the threshold, you hear this crashing of wood, creaking and groaning, and heavy thuds coming from the warehouse back where you came from.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around, get Moskro behind me, and I'm gonna move quickly but cautiously forward to try and see what's making that noise.
You move out back through the door. All the noises stopped. And then all of a sudden, there's these two massive creatures erupt out of the boxes in the middle, and they look like they are made of a bunch of barrels and crates, and they're all crunched up, crooked, twisted faces made out of splintered wood lurch forward and erupt from the boxes in this warehouse.
Oh shit, that's wild.
You guys roll initiative.
Oh hell yeah.
Alright.
A 15 for Moskro.
That is a 12.
Nice. 12. Tarun. Let's see what these big boxy boys get. Nice. They both rolled very low.
I like that.
Splinters of wood go flying everywhere. The scream erupts from the warehouse, but echoes back in on itself, as if reverberating back. First up in the initiative is actually Moskro.
Oh shit.
Go for it, little man.
This amalgam of just boxes and barrels with crooked, splintered teeth come lurching towards you.
Okay. Moskro on the closest box demon is gonna cast command and say halt.
Alright, what's the save on that?
Wisdom save of 13.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, so the one, it's lurching towards you, raising its fist, and it goes, and just sort of stops there and looks around. Is that a save on every turn, or what's the language of that spell?
You speak a one-word command to the creature you see within range. Target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or follow the command. That's pretty much it.
Awesome. So you hold your hand out, your voice booms from within you say halt, and this thing just goes and just stops in its place.
Is there anything nearby I can sort of back away to a little bit and maybe take some cover?
Yeah, certainly. You can. There's the doorway behind you. Over to your right, there's the office with the broken windows and desks that you can hide in.
Yeah, I'll go over to the office and hide in there.
You can definitely get some cover in there. No problem at all. Next up is Tarun.
Alright, seeing these things like jump out, Moskro's run off to try and find some cover. Tarun's going to take this opportunity to do a... Can we do a sneak attack or whatever the stealth attack is?
Yeah, I'd say do your bonus action hide. So do a stealth check for me.
Oh, well, I've rolled a 4. My stealth is a +6, so that is still a 10.
10, okay. Let me just roll quickly. Yeah, you're able to... These things are...
Real dumb?
Real dumb, don't have eyes. They can sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you were able to jump behind some boxes in the area and...
I don't even know. I'm just going to stab the closest bit of woodiness.
Yeah, you dive behind into some wreckage and get up near its leg.
Yep, and so this is do I get advantage on the attack, or how does this work?
And so because you are hidden successfully, you do get advantage on it, which gives you the sneak attack.
Sweet, alright. That is, well, that's good, because I rolled a 2. That's only going to be a 12 to hit with the poison blade.
12 is all you're going to need.
Excellent.
That does hit. You slash through its boxy exterior.
Does poison damage actually hurt these guys? Because they are made of wood?
Yeah, you can still do the poison damage on this.
Alright, cool. So that's 2d10. A total of 4.
With the d4 and the d6 for sneak attack.
What do I get the d4 for?
For the original...
Oh, is that what the dagger does?
Oh yeah, a regular dagger is 1d4.
1d4 for the dagger, 1d6 for the sneak attack, 2d10 for the poison, and then +1.
So that's 4 plus 4 plus 1 is 9. 9 damage.
9 damage. Yeah, you strike through its leg, ripping out a bunch of wood, and you see the wood around the wound that you left starts to corrode.
Yeah, nice.
And turn rotten. You hear Dyro screaming out as he's using all his action and everything to get in there. I'm coming! And he gets to the doorway of the warehouse, but he's still too far away to do anything. Next up, one of the box behemoths. The one that you attacked, Tarun, swings down its arm at you. And that's going to hit. It's a 25 to hit.
Yep. No, that'll do it.
Holy smokes.
Caught him right in the chest.
All the wind leaves your body as you get just smacked in the chest by a big barrel. Ooh, shit. That does 13 damage to you.
Holy crap.
Big boy.
I start trying to make a joke. I'm going, excuse me, can I axe? Bam! Straight in the chest.
Yeah, you get knocked through a crate behind you and crush into it and stand back up barely. And all the wind gone out of you. A couple of broken ribs probably.
Oh, yep.
Next up, Kyron arrives at the doorway.
Is he sprinting in as well?
Yeah, he sprinted in. He used all his action and movement to get up to the doorway from the other building.
Damn.
And then he's like, no! And he uses his action surge. He's going to take 2 crossbow attacks at the box behemoth that's just standing there. Nice. So he shoots 2 crossbows into the head of this box behemoth, splintering out a bunch of wood from it as he goes, and does 17 damage to it. It's the one that hasn't been hurt yet, but it's still looking pretty good. Next up is the other box behemoth that's halted there, and it just spins around with the crossbow bolts in its head towards Kyron. It just looks confused, being stuck in its space. Next up, Moskro.
Oh, back to Moscow already. How far away is Tarun?
You and Tarun are probably about 15 feet apart. You just saw him get smashed by a crate into a crate, and it looks pretty fucking rough.
Yeah, shit. So it's a good thing we leveled up.
It is a good thing we leveled up. I wouldn't have survived if I thought I had 11 hit points.
Yeah. We have not rested, so spells I've got one spell slot left.
Ooh, okay.
Moskro is going to run out to in front of Tarun.
Yep.
And looking at the box behemoth, looking forward, he reaches back and puts his hand on Tarun and says, "I'm sorry," and casts Thunderwave towards the box behemoths.
Nice.
So it's a con save 13.
Does that go in every direction? Doesn't that hurt me as well? Or is it a cone sort of effect?
Oh. Yeah, it's a 15-foot cube from...
Okay. Well, hey, look, I got good con.
You're a con man?
Yeah. And we've got advantage on con checks at the moment.
Yeah, make me that con check.
I rolled a 12.
Ooh.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm taking full damage. What'd you roll?
What's that damage, baby?
Oh no. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage.
Okay.
So...
Come at me, bro.
Oh no. That's an 8. And that's a 6.
Oh!
So 14 thunder damage. Coming at y'all.
14 thunder damage.
Here's what happens. Moskro runs up to you, Tarun, puts his hand on his shoulder, says, "I'm sorry," and Moskro, still not understanding your magic, what's happening, but in this fight or flight panic, you instinctively go to do a protective thing, but not understanding the powers of your magic. You release this thunder wave and it sends out a shockwave through the behemoth and through Tarun, sends him flying back into the box and knocks him unconscious, but he pops back up with 1. This magic force propels you 10 feet back into a box and knocks you unconscious, but you wake up again with 1 health. The box behemoth, one of them takes full damage, and that is the one closest to you that's already been damaged. So that brings it down under halfway. The one that's halted takes 7 damage. The splinters fly off of him as thunderous force erupts from Moskro in his confused state.
As a bonus action,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use Misty Step. Actually, like, not intentionally using Misty Step, but just seeing that I've just blasted Tarun backwards with magical force. Regret falls over me, and I just want to be out of there, and it invokes Misty Step, and I turn up behind the box behemoth that is halted.
Yeah, so Tarun, you see the confusion and pain and guilt in Moskro's eyes as he looks at you. His face is panic-stricken and he just disappears out of your view.
So one of them is down, is that correct? And the other one is...
No, one of them is below half health.
Okay.
The force that erupted from Moskro ripped pieces of them off, but they're both still standing.
Tarun died and then stopped being dead and then watched Moskro just bamf out of existence. He is changing tactic. So these box creatures, do they have like a head at all? Is there like a crate on top of shoulders?
Yes, yeah, they have a head with like splintered teeth, mouth, and...
Yeah, okay. Tarun is going to run at the one who was halted, pull out his crowbar out of his bag, and he's going to get up on its back and try and pry its head off.
Okay, yeah. Well, you run up. Give me a acrobatics first.
Acrobatics? Right. How's a 17?
That's perfect. You run up one of its arms, Legolas style, just climb up it easily. Just give me an attack roll.
The crowbar does give me advantage on strength checks if I'm trying to pry something.
Okay, so give me a strength check.
Okay. That is an 18.
18, okay. Let me roll. So it rolled a 14. So
Nice.
you run up there, wedge in this crowbar, and with all your might and your last remaining strength, you slam down on the crowbar and pry it up, and this thing's head creaks as it detaches from the rest of the animated body and falls to the ground, crushing into splinters. And the halted one there, headless now with Tarun on top of its head, sort of just waving its arms around blindly. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Oh, there's heaps he'd like
Yeah,
to
there's
do.
heaps I'd like to do. So Tarun was trying to say a joke earlier, and it was going to be like a cool one-liner, and he's just like completely fucked. So much stuff has happened. He's pried this head off, and all he's said is like point at it and just gone, ha, stumped. It's just completely out of context.
Gyro, seeing this happen, good lord, runs up and he's going to sing out a healing word to you, Tarun. Sucks to be the head of this organization. And the stupid joke fills you with warmth, and you receive 7 hit points.
7. Yeah.
You rolled 2 ones,
Woo.
unfortunately.
Oh, and I still got 7.
So he does that. Oh, that's a bonus action. Brilliant. He's like, looks like it's all on the table now. And damn it, it was a natural 20 for like 3 seconds, and then it rolled to a 2. But with his plus
Classic.
8, he still hits. He summons this purple and black energy into his hand. Tarun, you look in horror as his eyes glow. Sends out this eldritch blast towards one box head that you're not standing on, and it erupts on its shoulder, taking a big chunk out of it. This thing's starting to look very, very hurt. Next up, the box that just got blasted in the shoulder. It's got Tarun on its head, Moss grows down behind it, and then further back behind it are Dyro and Chiron. It runs up, pushes past its compatriot, and attempts to slam down onto Moskro.
Oh, Jesus.
That's going to be an 11 to hit.
I don't know what Moskro's armor class is, and I'm freaking out right now.
I didn't know either. It is 14.
Ooh.
Ooh, so this thing slams a boxy fist down as you jump back out of the way. Splinters fly everywhere. Next up, headless box behemoth, swinging its arms around wildly, is going to make an attack at disadvantage at you, Tarun, swinging up at its head. Mm-hmm. It's got +6 to hit, but it's got disadvantage. Oh, no. Yes, it rolls a natural 1.
Yes!
Natural 1! It slams its fist up wildly, and it hits the other box behemoth.
Nice.
For 7 damage. It takes a big chunk out of this one, and it is looking absolutely fucked up. And it sort of looks back at it like... Next up, Chiron leaps forward, using his movement to rush into action. He slides up, runs up a couple of boxes, leaps off one, and is going to attack the halted box in the torso. First attack hits, second attack hits. He's got both hands on this sword, so makes 2-handed attacks. He slashes into this thing. That's the healthier one. He takes a shitload of health off of it, bringing it under halfway. It's slashing into its torso, taking out a barrel. Next up, Moskro.
It's like right there, right?
Yeah, they're both right up in the mix with you. One just tried to slam its fist into you, and you dodged out of the way.
Alright, what I want to do, because I'm out of spells, feeling this new sort of energy pulsing through me, I instinctively am going to take a torch out of my backpack, and as I pull it out, use prestidigitation to light it on fire.
Okay.
And then I'm going to slowly bring it down to the arm
Oh shit!
of the box behemoth and try and like lodge it in there somewhere, like in some kind of, you know, crease or crack to light it up.
Yeah. Make me
Yeah.
a straight up D20 roll, 8 and above. This thing lights on fire.
Hang on, is this the one I'm on?
No.
Okay.
No, it's a 3.
Oh.
You lodge it into its arm as it's pulling it back. The wood is too damp for it to catch fire immediately, but it does look like it's got a thumb now. So,
It's just perpetually doing a thumbs up.
very cool move. You lodge it in. It doesn't catch flame straight away, but it looks like it's giving you a thumbs up.
It's just slowly getting better and better and brighter and brighter.
Yeah. It looks like the fire is still going, so it could, on its turn, it could start to take some damage.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna do this turn. That's all I've focused my energy into, is just
Trying to light it on fire.
final bit of what I can feel is sort of magic within me.
Absolutely. And Tarun, that's you.
Yeah, nice. Okay. I'm gonna try and do a thing. Tell me if you like this or whether you want me to do something else. So I'm still like on its back, having pried its head off.
Yeah.
I want to use animal handling to try and throw my weight around and steer it into the other one. And smash them together.
Give me an acrobatics roll, rather.
Okay.
15 or above, you can start to direct this one that is halted.
Alright. That is a 11 plus 6, 17.
17, cool.
Holy moly.
Yeah!
So you grab onto it and spin around it and shoot all your weight towards the one that is giving a thumbs up to Moscow. You've got the crowbar jammed into it. You bring this thing, it yanks its shoulders down towards the other one, and not moving of its own volition because it's halted, it takes a few steps and crashes into the other one. And
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
they crash into each other and they each take a little bit of damage. The one that's giving the thumbs up starts to crumble and looks like it's just about to fall to pieces, but it's still standing at the moment, barely as well. So yeah, you did a little bit of damage to both of them in that round, which was good. Nicely done. And you're riding this thing as it's crashing into, they're both sort of connected now, right next to each other. Next up, Dyro is going to just shouts out to you, Tarun, again, and says, "Great job, boss, you got this!" And you feel it warming you up, and you get 8 hit points back.
Ooh.
And then he shoots an Eldritch Blast right at its groin.
Oh,
So yeah, he shoots it at the one that's giving the thumbs up to Moscow. Smashes into the one that's giving you the thumbs up, and it crumples there, and the flame finally catches on its hand and starts a little fire, but the boxes fall to pieces. It burns up as it's falling apart.
Yeah, that's right.
And now there's just the one there, swinging wildly, trying to regain its balance. It is that box's turn. It's going to swing wildly with disadvantage above its head, trying to knock this beast off of it. No, 11 doesn't hit you. So it's swinging its arms up wildly, missing.
yeah.
That halt was a major thing. There's been some real pivotal moves here. Unable to get it in. Next up, Chiron takes some slashes at its legs. Oh, Chiron runs up to this one that you're riding as it starts to fall over. It lands on its elbow trying to catch itself. Its arm sets ablaze in the fire that Moscow started. You know, Tarun's jammed his crowbar into it. Chiron runs up and slashes through its chest, relieving it of any magic holding it together as it crumbles and falls to pieces.
Nice.
And all of a sudden, a shock and calm falls over the warehouse as these insane thing that just happened comes to an end. And you guys are left in this warehouse with the bodies, the destroyed remains of these two box behemoths.
Slowly, like, crinkling on fire a little bit.
Yeah, there is a fire in the center of these two where they once were behemoths.
I turn to Mosgrow, like, what are these things? Like, you know, like werewolves? Are these like warehouses?
I honestly, I have no clue.
Thank God we heard you. We didn't hear anything until we were thankfully approaching this warehouse. Anyway, and then once we passed a certain threshold, we heard the noise coming from within.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you guys were here. What are these things?
I have no idea.
Well, I think it seems like we're in the right place,
It does.
unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely, unfortunately.
You may be right.
Well, I guess we keep going downstairs, maybe.
Yes, well, we were coming to get you. We found a lock in the abattoir that was a brand new padlock. We were coming to get you to unlock it, but perhaps these stairs are also... Let us have a look. And you guys walk back into the room towards the stairs. You find an iron gate, an old dusty iron gate locked up with a brand new fresh padlock.
Yeah, nice. Alright, well, padlocks are my specialty. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's the same as my sleight of hand. So just a casual +8.
Yeah, no big deal.
Which is lucky. So that's a total of 10.
10. Okay.
Oh,
And
shit.
look, I've had a rough day and I did not sleep last night.
Yep, no, but I hear it.
And you go, yeah, padlocks are my thing, and then you're like there fumbling at this thing for like 3 minutes. Tyra goes, it's okay, you just focus, you know, you've...
No, I got it. It's just give me a minute.
Yeah, no, I know, you got it. You took a hell of a beating back there. Yeah, I mean, we just...
I look over to Kyron and just like do the motion that's just like stop talking kind of thing. You know, you sort of like wave your hand across your neck sort of thing. It's like, yeah, stop. Like, no more. Don't say anything. He's had a big day.
Yeah, Tyro's like, yeah, well, and then after a couple more seconds, he finally and unlocked his padlock.
Yeah, you hear Tarun under his breath going, padlocks are my thing. Come on, padlocks are my thing.
And then it finally unlocks and... see, I knew you had it. All right, come on. Let's head down. I'm sure there's more waiting for us. You guys descend down these stairs into the darkness below. And that's where we'll end our session.
You are listening to the Dash Action Podcast, The Tales of Betshal. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure. My name is Gordon Grundy. I play Tarun with Ben Simpson as Mosgrow Lyle and Lewis Power as our DM. If you're enjoying it, why not leave us a like and review on your podcast app and make sure you're subscribed for the next episode. New episodes coming out every second Thursday, so until then, have a great rest of the day.